Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the studio. A very special video for you guys today. As you can tell, I don't even have a guitar in my hands and I've got my Linkin Park Underground shirt on. And in today's video, we're going to be focusing on the return of Linkin Park. And my God, just even saying that out loud is just insane. I just finished watching the live stream about an hour ago and I'm still processing the news. So in this video, we're going to cover what was announced tonight, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions as well. So just to start off right out the gate, just to give my initial reactions, again, I'm still processing all this, but absolutely unbelievable. Just the fact that they are back. You know, they haven't performed together since 2017, since Chester died, and just to see them in the live stream tonight perform together was absolutely amazing. So I'm going to cover that, but so essentially what happened was they had a live stream. They announced a tour, a new album, a new lead singer, and they performed together in Los Angeles tonight, which was broadcast on YouTube in the live stream. So I was able to catch the live stream, and just absolutely just amazing to just see them on stage together. One of the coolest things that I liked was the fact that like all their instruments were covered in their beginning, and then the crew came on and kind of took the curtain off of each instrument one by one, just to kind of signify like, hey, we're back. Like you know, these things were closed off to us, and now we're officially back. And then they started the live stream with the brand new song. I believe it's called The Emptiness Machine. And that was unbelievable because it starts with Mike Shinoda, and then it brings in the new lead singer, Emily. So just like feeling a lot right now. So just as a fan, I'm just so excited. And I have a very, very special relationship with Linkin Park just because, one, they were the first concert that I ever went to. So just the memories of me and my high school friends at our local outdoor venue, a big venue, just that first concert, basically the summer before college, that will always be with me for life. So shout out to those guys because I know they are going to be watching. Just that first concert, and then I started doing YouTube, and I didn't necessarily start playing guitar because of Linkin Park, but they were, you know, Linkin Park is a heavy inspiration to me. But I started doing guitar covers, and I started kind of playing more publicly because of Linkin Park, and I would say that projected me onto the path that I am now, where I'm performing live, I'm doing more videos, things like this. So they have been a heavy influence now on not only on the fan side, but on the music-based side as well, with me, you know, performing and playing guitar. So just to see them back, and the more that I've understood and learned more about music, there's so much of Linkin Park in so many songs. So many bands just have that sound, me included, heavily inspired by them. But there's just so much of them in there, and them returning is just great for music. It's great for musicians, and I'm gonna kind of save more of my thoughts and opinions near the end, but I really think that Emily is going to just be a fantastic addition. Very, very excited. So, okay, so let's dive into what exactly happened tonight. And I'm going to kind of turn the screen over to the news article here. Okay, so let's go over what happened today. And I'm just going to pull up an article that was just published here. This is all over the internet. Essentially says the same thing, but I'm just going to kind of go you know, section by section, give my thoughts and opinions. But essentially, as you can see, headline reads, Linkin Park selects Emily Armstrong from rock band Dead Sarah as the new singer, reveals tour and album from Zero. And so a couple things about that. So there were heavy rumors about there being a female lead singer and there being a tour that was going to be announced. And so those rumors, I think, started in the beginning of 2024, especially kind of having a female lead singer. So that was true. And then it kind of got leaked, if you will, in the spring/summer about Linkin Park considering major festivals for 2025, tour dates, things like that. That turned out to be true as well, or at least from what I've seen so far, because I've seen articles that said that they are going to tour extensively in 2025. So the management group that was rumored to be representing them, I think, was confirmed. I think it was WME management. So both of the heavy rumors around Linkin Park with a female lead singer and touring, or potential touring, should I say, for 2025, I think are true. So let's go back to the article here. So the other thing too, so Colin Britton is their new drummer. So this is the band now. So we've got Dave on bass, we've got Brad on guitar still, Mr. Hahn, of course. We've got Emily, the new lead singer. We've got Colin. I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to the newer members, and then of course Mike Shinoda. I haven't seen anything around Rob, who was their old drummer, so I don't know why he isn't part of this. Obviously, they've had a long hiatus, certainly. So a lot changes in 7 years, right? So could just be family, more time with family, things like that. So I totally get that. Being a musician's pretty exhausting, I would imagine, at their level. But I haven't seen anything of why he is not kind of part of the new, call it Linkin Park 2.0. So let's keep going here. So so you can see the Linkin Park's new co-vocalist, Emily Armstrong, of the band Dead Sarah. And I have not heard their stuff, by the way, Dead Sarah. So I can tell you from the live stream that she sounds phenomenal. The band announced Thursday during the live performance event, Colin will be serving as the drummer for the band. The announcement came with a new single, The Emptiness Machine, which is really good. The song's awesome. Really like the song a lot. And I think it's just like a perfect segue, because it really starts with Mike. It starts with kind of the, let's say, traditional sound of Linkin Park, and then Emily comes in, and I think it's just like a perfect song to kick them off. So my ears kind of perked up because it was the first thing they started with the live stream. So yeah, really, really cool sound. And I'm a little biased too, because there's like some heavy rhythm guitars in it too. So I'm all for The Emptiness Machine, based off of hearing it twice so far. Okay, so The Emptiness Machine and the new single here is the first release in 7 years, and the lead track of the upcoming album, From Zero. I think it's going to talk a little bit more about the name, but there is relevance to the name From Zero. So the album's going to be out on November 15th via Warner Records, of course, and the first album that they've put out since One More Light, which was put out just a few months before Chester passed. So you can see here the group is comprised of Mike Shinoda, of course, Brad Dawson, who's on guitar, Phoenix, who is bass, and Johan, who is it's called effects and turntables and things like that, who everybody loves. They're also going to embark on a 6-date tour, hitting major cities, LA, New York, Germany, London, and Korea, and I believe Colombia as well, that last one there. So, and those dates are, let me scroll down to the dates. I'll come back to the rest of the stuff. Those dates are like next week. Those dates are starting next week. So I know for me personally, I have to contemplate if I'm going to New York City next weekend to see them. It's a little short notice, but you can see here are the dates, and tickets are going to go on sale starting tomorrow for the Linkin Park Underground members, and then everybody else past that. So let me go back here. So you can see here members, the cities. So yeah, this is the first time that they've performed together since 2017, which is crazy. So this was a live event too. So I did get a code since I am part of Linkin Park Underground to potentially go to tonight's event, but flights to LA were just too expensive for me to get to. Unfortunately, it would have been really cool to experience that live, but would have been a lot to just go to for just that event. So according to the press release, Shinoda, Delson, Farrell, and Han quietly began meeting again in recent years rather than trying to restart the band. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Because if, I mean, they're essentially, yes, they're band members, but they're friends, right? They've got a long-standing relationship. They go back a long ways. I think pretty much most of them, I know at least Joe and Mike, I believe, went to school together, if I'm not mistaken, but they all have known each other since they formed the band and even before then. So it makes sense that they're friends outside of the band, and they were probably like, hey, let's just hang out, and things probably organically came together, and that creativity started to spark in terms of the band and them wanting to do some more things. Okay, so they quietly began meeting again in recent years and trying to restart the band. Worked with numerous musicians and found a special kinship with Armstrong and Britton. Yeah, so that, let me address that. So that was always kind of like, what are they going to do? The thing about Chester Bennington is, as everybody knows, you don't need to be a musical genius to know this, but he's so vocally unique, right? It's so hard to match him and to replace him. And so I think them introducing a female lead singer and Emily, I think, is a great idea because I think it differentiates it enough that it is kind of a new era. I think it would be just very hard to replace Chester or try to get a male vocalist in there because everybody's going to compare. And unfortunately, everybody's going to compare Emily as well. The thing that I've always loved about Linkin Park is that they've always taken creative liberties. They've always pushed themselves as artists, and you can hear that through their records, right? Things dramatically change after Meteora, and I really appreciate that about them. And so this is just another example that they're willing to evolve. They're willing to just try something new. And I think with the introduction of Emily, it's just going to make things like different, but in a good way, right? And I think the thing to not do is just to compare, is just to appreciate for what they have. So the question always was like, do they get a new lead singer? Because like, how are you going to match the vocal range of Chester overall? So I think them going with a female lead singer and Emily, I think is a great idea because it differentiates it enough to kind of have a new rendition of the band. Okay, so Shinoda said in a statement before Linkin Park, our first band name was Zero. Yes, so that that goes back to the From Zero, right? That's kind of the album name because it's kind of well, I think it explains it a little bit more down here, but this album title refers to both this humble beginning and the journey we are currently undertaking. Sonically and emotionally, it's about the past, present, and future, embracing our signature sound, but a new and full life sound. So I love that. Deep appreciation for our new longtime bandmates, our friends, family, and our fans. And they're proud of what's come over the years and the journey ahead. Yeah, so I can already tell you, like, the Emptiness Machine, the new EP, the new single, demonstrates that, right? It's got so much kind of like old Linkin Park in there. And then it's got obviously like Emily's vocals, and it's got some just sonically just some different things going on. And I've only listened to it twice, so I think just breaking it down more, I'm sure there's some other changes in there, but it's going to be really interesting to hear just all the songs from the album. Yeah, so the Emptiness Machine is said to channel the DNA of Linkin Park. Shinoda said the band feels really empowered by this new lineup and is energized by the new music they've made together. Which is super cool. And then, yeah, tickets go on sale basically tomorrow at the time of recording this video, September 5th, 2024. And this kind of just comes off of them releasing some things earlier in the year that were previous. So, so yeah, there's the tour stops, which is like essentially next week it starts. I think that was it here. But yeah, essentially, new lead singer Emily Armstrong comes from the rock band Dead Sarah, reveals tour, so 6 tour dates for 2024 so far, and then a brand new album coming out November 15th called From Zero. All right, so yeah, so my thoughts and opinions, it's just incredible. So first of all, just as a fan, I am incredibly happy to have my all-time favorite band back. It's been 7 years. It's been a long time. That is a long time to go without hearing your favorite band. And so I'm just very incredibly grateful that they are back and that they performed together. There was a lot of healing that took place over the past 7 years, I'm sure. The fact that they were just probably on stage tonight together was probably just very just awesome to them. And then the fact that they recorded a full-length album this year, and it's coming out very soon, is very exciting. They kind of, in my opinion, kind of checked all the boxes, right? They returned. They're putting out new music. They're obviously going to sing old music with these shows, and then I think there's probably going to be an extensive tour in 2025. Probably not as crazy as they have been in the past, in terms of just like literally going to every city, but I think it's going to be extensive, and I think they're going to hit the major festivals in 2025 as well, which will be really cool. Yeah, and I'm super excited about Emily. I really embrace it. I embrace her. I'm very excited. I just especially now, like, understanding music from a theory perspective, and being a student of music is what I'm trying to say, because in 2017 I was just a fan, and now I'm a musician myself. And so I now look at this not only as a fan, but as someone who appreciates it from the musical standpoint. And just to have the combination of a female lead singer in Emily and Mike, and then kind of combining forces. Very excited to see. Pretty much everybody's back but Rob, and I'm just happy Brad's back because he's guitar, right? So yeah, just over the moon tonight. Just that we got an album, a tour, new lead singer, and in a weird way, like, it almost feels like a type of closure for myself as well. And I think many of the hardcore Linkin Park fans will feel that, in that there is some resolution, right? Because it was always this question of, okay, what do they do next? Do they, at some point they have to do other stuff. And now, being a musician myself, people have asked me over the years, like, what did you think was going to happen? And I said, they're 100% going to come back. And the reason being is that, as a musician, speaking to the other musicians, you cannot turn it off, right? And they are literally at the highest level you can be. It's not something you just stop doing, right? Being a musician, having a love for the music, is a lifelong thing. And I knew eventually that they were going to come back around and perform again, just because it's just something that is in you. You cannot turn it off. So very excited to just kind of have that closure tonight, to just experience that live stream. I'm pumped about the new songs too. Like, there's going to be covers, there's going to be new stuff coming. So, and then I'm learning vocals myself right now. So I'm going to maybe even try to sing some of these things. I don't know. There's like so many things that I can do now with guitar and singing. So very excited, about just the announcement and what happened tonight. So yeah, that's essentially what happened. After kind of a long hiatus, a lot of rumors, Linkin Park finally announced tonight that they're coming back, brand new album, 6-city tour for 2024, and brand new lead singer, or should I say co-lead singer, if you will, in Emily Armstrong as well. So very, very excited about that. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I really can't wait to see. Do you guys kind of like the new sound? Do you not like the new sound? I think overall it's just good for music, right? It's good for musicians. It's good for fans. It's great that Linkin Park is officially back, and they're going to be headlining some major festivals in the United States, at least, and probably around the world next year. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the top bill for a lot of the major festivals. So very excited to be able to see them potentially next weekend, if I can make it to New York City, or in 2025. So we'll have to see. As always, everybody, thanks for joining me. I've got kind of a special announcement that I'm going to make related to Linkin Park soon. I'm not quite ready to do it, but stay tuned. I would say probably the next 3 to 4 weeks I'll be able to announce it. It's pretty exciting, actually, but I think it might take some of you by surprise, but I'm very excited about it, and it's hard to actually not announce it right now. But something really, really cool coming in the next 3 to 4 weeks related to Linkin Park, that will be coming soon. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the comments below. Thanks so much, guys.